It does not end. Because you are carrying on strapped in the illusion of your own mind, of your own suffering. You are creating your own suffering by it's your mind doing it. Your mind doesn't exist. You've got to wake up to the real one. You see? And that's a process. You start. So this thing about conspiracy fact, yeah, you'll get it. Sure you can. You can create whatever you bloody want. This illusionary character, you can kill yourself, you can create tyranny, you can create the world destruction, off you go. You know, you're going to, and that's bull, absolutely. But I know for a fact that character doesn't want to do it. It's an absolute fear and trying to resist and doing the opposite. Because everything you choose as a truth or belief is exactly what you will be given. And what you fear, because you need to learn to take your power back for one and stop listening to other people, you see. When you first wake up like this one, oh, I was following lots of people. Yeah, that. No, yeah, these are the... Of course, you're all down that rabbit hole. I was in all those rabbit holes. Yeah, right. Oh, my gosh, yeah, I got to fight that and do this, and they are bad, and who's this? And I'm... Big shadow, man. Big shadow. And then the light, because you're doing your work, and you're working with them and meditating every day, and they start showing you, and they start teaching you, and they start bringing, and so more light comes in, more love, and then you slowly start saying, yeah, right, okay. Nope, okay, stop following that, listening to that, right, wrong. What you realize, who you think are helping you are the shadow. You realize those which you think are good by telling you who the bad guys are the shadow themselves. Because it's shadow. Darkness spreads darkness and fear. Light spreads light and love. There's a difference. Are they spreading light, hope, love, upliftness and fear? Light spreads light and love. There's a difference. Are they spreading light, hope, love, upliftness until you clean yourself up? You're going to stay with that. And that's why they say suffering is ignorance. It's all it is. Because it can be end like that. You really have to seek it. Because that is you. The divine is you. You can deny yourself, absolutely, and you can carry on, and you can create suffering and the Maya and tyranny and all kinds of shit if you want to, and go on that timeline, or stay with the earth that destroys itself. All these are choices, remember, because it's only illusionary character. This is, and you're the source who's watching this. Who's going to watch this one, you know, suffering and no. And as I say, you ask for help, watch. You see, as soon as you say whatever, okay, can I have help? Can I do this? Can you do this for me? Can you come here? Can you give me light? Can you whatever? It comes to you. See? But as long as you're denying it, refusing to let the light in or the divine, which is yourself, you're denying yourself, you won't allow the light in, you won't connect with the divine yourself. That's it. Okay, no problem. You carry on playing. And it will let you, you know, carry on playing and suffering and banging your head and whatever. But it's not pleasant for any, you know, it's definitely not pleasant. Nobody, you know, if you realize that you were the source of your own suffering, it's like, yes. All of it, you were never a victim. None of you are a victim. No one here is a victim. Because there isn't any separate one, there's only the divine here. That's it. There are no victims of anything or anyone here. Anything. If you are suffering or being attacked by anything, that's just you doing it because you are believing it or giving it your power. Oh, that can do it to me. Okay, sure, you want to play? We'll play. That's it. The one is playing both sides. You understand? Because there's only one. Because it's only listening to what this thing says. Yeah, right. I believe that thing can hurt me. I believe that thing can do this. Okay, sure. No problem. Well, you can create whatever. That's what they say. There's a complete lack of understanding here. So people get, conspiracy fact. Yeah, of course it is. It's going to manifest. Still manifesting because enough people out there believing it and throwing stones and, you know, in their shadow and not in listening. They're following everybody. And what are they? Humans. Listening to what another human in the shadow is telling them. You ask them where they get it. Did they come straight from source? Nope. But also source will confirm your truth. If you because I'm saying this is why there are different realities, different galaxies even. different planets, different experiences, because that's how powerful you are. You create everything. You can create a galaxy, you can create galactic wars if you want, and anyway, more folk, off you go. Some will do that. Hey, they haven't learned from the last, planets that they were fighting on. There's only one here. That's it. And this is why you can be stuck in the mire for millions of years. That's it. Because you keep repeating and fighting yourself, really. It's to come back to. So if you spend all your time focusing on the divine, you'd be out of here very quickly. And your suffering would be over very quickly. All suffering would be over. That's it. Where are we going? So it's up to you how slow you get there. You see how much suffering you want to take on. But understand, what you think, believe, define as truth, as real, will be confirmed. Even your astral will be validated, and you will get it. Until you see, and from a higher perspective will realize, ooh. So I really encourage people, especially those that are unawake, do your inner work. Not with other guides, speak to the source, that is you. And start following the highest teachings, so you understand then what everything is. Feed the mind with knowledge that's going to liberate you. You're seeking liberation, freedom, enlightenment, whatever. You're not seeking more entrapment. So why would you follow stuff that's feeding you entrapment and not the answer? Not from someone who's telling you to. If they're not a guru and haven't achieved it, I've seen many people telling you about soul traps and blah, 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 on here. And I listened to those in the beginning. Oh, when you die, you've got to do that and walk towards the sun and turn your way. And I listened to all of that. And then you test it out for yourself and you realize it's a lot of nonsense. And when you get to the ultimate exactly, you can trap yourself, even out of a body. And when you get to the ultimate exactly, you can trap yourself, even out of a body. So when you die, you can create that experience, absolutely. And then as soon as you think of something else, you're gone anyway, because you travel at the speed of light. When there's no body, the minute you think of something, you're instantly there. In the body, that's not the experience, you see. So people are telling people, yeah, there's a soul trap, and your soul's trapped by this grid and that thing. Of course, as the mind, you're creating your reality. When you're astral, that's what you're going to see. Oh, whoopee! Oh my gosh, we are trapped and we're stuck in here and our souls. All that nonsense you believe, you see. But those people are telling you, are they gurus? Have they reached oneness? Have they reached the ultimate level? No, absolutely not. But yet people are listening to them before they listen to the saints and the gurus who have reached that, who are in that, who tell you the truth. Someone's going to listen to somebody else that tells you what happens when you die in your soul, and believe them. You know what I mean? But that's also, understand another thing is, all are the divine. And this is why the gurus don't panic and and they have no worry. They say it's just ignorance. You've got nothing to worry about because there's no one here to suffer anyway. The illusionary character is the one that's suffering. The ego, the fake one. That's the only one that's in fear and suffering, and because it doesn't exist. The real one, there's no one that's going to die or suffer in the first place. That's why they don't worry. You see? Only those in the illusion that I have fear and worry. So when you see people telling you to watch out your souls and any fear and stuff, understand they are in the illusion and fear and darkness themselves. It's darkness selling darkness. That's it. They have no better. It's ignorance. But we all followed them in the beginning. So I'm laughing because I did all those things. I even tested that out. I even asked Source. You see, but then I was connected. I asked Source all the time. That's the difference. I'd ask Source, is this true? Are we stuck? You see, that's the difference. Think about it. People do. They listen to a human. Yeah, your soul's trapped. You must do that. And then people think, okay, when I'm dying, I'm going to go to the sun and I'm going to do that. I tested those theories out in the astral. And then I asked the divine. And I got the truth straight from the divine. Completely the opposite. You see, never will you hear from the divine that you are a victim, ever. Because you are that. It knows that. No one asked the God Source. Stop asking other people and listening to other people. because they're in the mind. It's all beliefs, stories, thoughts. It's coming from thoughts. It's not coming from the divine itself. That's the difference. Less suffering. But as I say, even that's fine, because you're all the divine anyway, you know. The rest of you that are here, these illusionary characters, that's it. The only thing that can suffer is an imaginary self. And the imaginary one dies, nothing happens. That's it, because it's an imaginary one. It's an imaginary character. And then the mind, the consciousness, just jumps into another body and starts suffering again, because it's now projected all these other nonsenses. Then you're like, oh shit, all right, I gotta go back again. Oh dear. All right. And you will manifest back at that same frequency and vibration. You see where you left off then, to finish your work. You see, that's why some people will get there a lot faster than others, but they know people, they're characters representing the source. That's all. Okay, people? So there's nothing to fear. Your fear is what is creating your own imprisonment, because you're listening to the mind and the shadow within you. And then when you see it projected and manifest outside, you're getting angry, but you manifested it. That's all. Okay. Lots of love. Hope that clarified up something. Although I know, you know, when you're in the beginning, I heard there's false light, and I mean the stuff that was out there, which this one followed a lot of it. Sorry, I still think it's so funny. When you actually get up there and you do the work, and the more you get up, the more you raise, the more light, the more you overcome, and you know, whatever else, and you see, yeah, I'm glad, yeah. And you ask for that wisdom and discernment and then whatever else, you see, it's all here. What you ask for, what you think, what you believe, what you focus, that's what you get. So focus on your liberation, on the light, on the truth, on the divine. Put all your attention there. Not outside there. And them and him, and you're giving your power away to everybody else and saying, I'm a victim. You know, I'm a victim. Yeah, they're doing this to me. No. That's ignorance, as the gurus say. There is no victim here. There's only the God source. Okay. You are victimizing yourself. By saying that and by doing that, you are playing a victim. If you're saying that, and that's what you will get. If you play a victim, someone has to be above you. So that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting those to oppress you. By claiming you are helpless, whatever. You say, not I am that. So please. It's all fine. It's an experience for no one. Anyway, you see? Not a pleasant one, but there we are. Lessons may be learned. Some it's karma, some it's karmic things. Yeah. Yeah. But there's no one to affect anyway. That's the funny part about it. There's no actual person. That's the ultimate truth. There's nobody. That's where you want to get to. Back to that absolute freedom. You want to, as they say, the Garden of Eden. That's it. It's here. The gurus experience it, they'll tell you. That's the only experience that's actually real. Okay. So everything you see as a fear and worry and anger and distortion are distortions in your consciousness. All your negative beliefs and things, as I say, that's why they feel horrible. Why do you think all the, what you call negative emotions, feel dark and heavy and not nice? You don't like them. Why? Because they are not true. They're away from the truth of what you are. So that's why we call them negative emotions. Dense. That's why they don't, anger, fear, all of that. Why do you think it feels so wrong? It feels so horrible? Because it is an illusion. It is away from the truth, from the love and the light that you actually are. The only thing that exists is light. The rest is an illusion. And that's why it feels so out of whack to you. But if you cannot, throwing stones at an illusion is not going to make it go away. It's an illusion. You don't come here. There's no you to come here. Yeah, there's only the source here. There's no separate one. But you can carry on playing that. But it doesn't exist. Yeah, there's only oneness. There's only one, not two. Truth. There isn't any. There's nothing inside here. But hey, when it's your time to leave, everyone will go there. You find yourself, say, you start listening to non-duality, and slowly the truth starts resonating. Initially, you're going to reject it. It's very, because of fear. The illusionary self's going to say, no, I'm real. No, that's not. No, what you mean? I exist. It puts up a huge fight. Because the illusion and the energy is so much. You remember, after a long time, you've played this illusion for such a long time, the belief in that you are real, a separate one, a real soul, is very strong. Very strong belief. And you experienced, huge resistance when the non-dual path started, and when you saw some things in some parts were falling away, there was a lot of reaction. The ego and fear reacted to, that it was like, wow. Because it was so, big shock to the system. Yeah, that's also part. You see, also that this death experience is also part of the Maya. When we still believe we're separate, you won't see it. Your mind projects an image of a person when you die, but there actually isn't any. It's the mind that does that, yeah. There's no separate, anyway. But that's where you want to get to. You want to get out of this separation thing. As long as you still believe there's a separate entity, you're going to keep taking another body, incarnating. This is what everyone talks about. Oh, we're in a matrix. No, you're not. You're trapping yourself. Because you believe you are a separate one. There's the first problem, as they say. There isn't a separate one, is the one that keeps the illusion here. It's a very strong belief. And the more you're listening to non-duality, the more you sit with those gurus and meditate, the more it starts dissolving. And the more you let the light in as well, the more you do this path, the more light comes in, the light dissolves this. This is what's going back. Why do you think we're taking on all this light? For a reason, to dissolve all of that. That's it. Till it's gone. The light's what the gurus say. The light comes in, it will just, that's it. And you will go back to oneness. There's no more experience of a separate one incarnating. There's experience of source watching it, there's no experience of you being a separate one. You watch the movie. That's it. Now you are the whole, watching the play. And there's no other, you don't experience any other people, any of these things. You only experience the oneness, as they say. But that's what I'm telling people. You want out of this? Stop focusing and listening to things that are not going to lead you to freedom. End of story. All right. Light does not spread darkness and fear at all. Light spreads light and love. It does not tell you, oh, you're under control and you've got to watch out. Fear comes from the illusion. All right. Separation, not from the light. Okay. There we are. Start listening to those who have reached that level. There's many out there. Stop listening to those who are telling you what's going on that are not connected to the divine. Most of them aren't at all, actually. The ones leading these conspiracy things are definitely not channeling source, are channeling the angels, aren't even connected. Those are the ones leading the conspiracy theories. They are not any channeled or divine messages they are sharing at all. Most of them are not connected to one, but they are completely in the Maya, in the illusion, in the fear. That's it. And they are trying to tell everybody what's going on out there. Because the same ones holding the same fears are resonating with them. Okay. So there we are. Stop feeding it, because the more you feed the darkness and fear into you, all you do is taking on more density, you understand? The more you follow shit, fear, worry, conspiracy, war, what you don't want, right? The more it's layered on, the density. So the less light, it's harder to even, there we are. All right, feed light. And there's an old saying, what you feed, what grows. You feed the shadow or feed the light. Stop feeding the shadow, your own shadow. All right, it's time to release the fear. So the best is not to listen to any of it. Listen to the stuff that's going to increase your light, your frequency, your vibration. But most of all, connect with the divine. That is it. You need that to get you out, because that guides you. That is you. That is what's trying to, and it doesn't matter if you scare yourself to the heck and back and whatever. It's got to wake it up, Okay, connect to the divine. Listen to those there. Listen to gurus. Listen. If you start following other light workers that are also at the same level, you're not going to, it's like the shadow, the blind leading the blind. Stop following other light workers at the same level as you. All right. Yes, you can resonate because you're going through the same thing. Yeah, whatever. But how are you ever going to get higher if you're not getting higher information? You see? Knowledge, information, truth. So you've got to learn what the actual truth is. All right, people. The rest are just stories. And there are many. I see that. It's very interesting, actually, to watch the awakening. There's many that are waking up. And there's all new things that are popping up now. There's this, that, and they, these people are starting to believe another thing. Oh, I'm a projector, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a whatever. But and I'm saying that's wonderful. These are different stories that are going to be created, but it's all part of the illusion because there's no separate one. So there are new stories you can see and timelines forming for their next carnations, where they're going to be this and divine feminines and projectors and shapeshifters and whatever. That's it. Those are just roles. Those consciousnesses want to play, stay in the Maya. So they will stay in the Maya as separate beings and souls, and they're manifesting all these things. It's just fun because that's the divine. I'm not going to end the dream completely. You see. So some are wanting to continue, but it's going to be a pleasant dream. They're going to manifest, they're part of the golden age, the new earth. So they're just manifesting different things. That's all. Different roles and different, But it's all illusion. Because there is no other beings in existence. Nothing. There's only one that exists. There's no other people. There's other people you're seeing out there, and world is all part of the Maya. Right, it's God's dream. And that's how powerful you actually are. All right, absolute you. You are the ultimate power. So now you understand that? Okay. Do not follow those things. It's conspiracy facts because you're keeping them as conspiracy facts. All right. And stop getting cross with other people and looking outside. Look here. There's no way out unless you clean this up. All right. So much love. I hope that helped. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter, you see. Because there we are. Some of it's karma, some of it's lessons. Who knows? But I will share it anyway. I'll put it up on my YouTube channel. But this is just to help. Any reason why I'm sharing this is because I've worked through all of those layers. I worked through all of that. All the shadow, all the traumas, all the projections, and how many years of constant shadow work I've been doing? 5 or 6 years of constant self-work, of constant healing, constant shadow. I went through all the demonic realms. I went through the negative ET realms. I went through all that shit. All those projections, all the fears, all the shadows, until I got to the non-dual path. And then it was, and then even that was another story, because then the minute the source, you see the actual truth, you shit yourself. Because you've got such a, so that then you've got to go through that. And then I found a guru now to help me through the last section. Because now all of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh. Because you so believed and everything was real, and, that people were real. And, it's a huge shock to the system when the truth starts, wow. Yeah, as they say, there is nothing and it's all an illusion. It's like, oh, really? Ooh, all those things that you wanted in cars were like, oh. And now you understand why they went to live in a cave. They had no interest in wanting anything anymore because they knew it was a complete bollocks. It doesn't exist. You see, you desire everything. It's a lot of shock. A lot of shock comes here when you start, you're shown what reality is, and everything is like, wow. You've been in this Maya a long time. Wow. You've been through a lot. It's incredible how many lives. I think 1 million or something here. I don't know. Well, unbelievable. All right. So yeah, you can create till the cows come home, because there's no as source, there's no time, because it's an illusion. When you wake up, as they say, you realize nothing happened and no time passed, literally. So eventually, when you find liberation, as you think you find it, when you wake up to the truth, you become a guru or enlightened one, right? Guess what happens? Those millions of years and lives you've had never happened. No time passed, you never left, and it was all an illusion. But, you know, initially you realize, wow, I've been playing this for a million years, and I was that, and I was this planet, and I've had all these, I mean, sheesh, you've been through this shit, let me tell you, when you start saying it. But then, when you actually, it completely disappears and stays away, they realize nothing ever happened. So, you see, so it doesn't matter how many years you so-called stuck in the, trapped in the Maya, because they don't exist. At the ultimate level, there's no time, as they say, no time, no space, and no one. So nothing ever happened. It's like your dream. You wake up and poof, there we are. So that's really what happens when you eventually reach back to the source. This is where we're going. How long? I don't know at the moment. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I'm sending you so much love. Just because you feel you have compassion, because you yourself went through the shit and you banged your head and you fought all these things and you had all these attacks because you believed this. The shit this one went through. And attacks because he believed all those stories. Other people said, oh yeah, you could. Hi David, how are you? So all of these things, psychic attack, all this nonsense I was told, and because we were all following each other and in the shadow, and I believed all these things until I had to overcome them and learn, oh, okay, giving my power away there, right, nothing has power over you. And when I say nothing has power over you, I mean it. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing. Okay. So much love, and I hope really, this will help you start getting your way out of your own shadows and your own fears and your own entrapment. All right. Because you have compassion because you did it, and maybe that's why, you see, maybe that's why us light workers, a lot of us, went through some real shit. So we can actually talk and tell you, no, So we can, because we've been through it, right? So we can lead and we can tell you, no, it's not actually like that. But yeah, hey, it was a journey, it was an experience. It also gives you a lot of confidence when you come through those realms and there's no fear, you see, because you've overcome all of that. There's no fear of anything. You see, you have to work through those. You've got to get your wings. You've got to earn your way through all those realms, There we are. Yes, because it's just a dream. You're creating everything, all of it, all this nonsense. And same with projecting negative about the world. Oh, the world's destroyed and doomed and this and that rubbish. It's not going to change because if you keep saying that, everything's created. So you can make Gaia into this perfect planet. If you all start believing we were in the Garden of Eden in paradise, believe me, before we turn around, Gaia will be back in paradise in the Garden of Eden. It's still stories. Other people's shadow. Oh, the world's destroyed and we all destroyed. Oh, well, there we are. That's an experience you are going to stay with until you decide to change that. Remember, everything out there is everybody else's shadow and projection being projected at the moment. Lots of it. Nothing is real. There's no set truth. Everything is created. Even the planet. Even this, everything. All right. That can also. There's absolute versions of Earth which are perfect. Have no climate, any problem. You can choose those. And you all have enough people dead. Hey, we would be sitting there in absolute paradise now. That's a sad thing. But anyway, it's all cool. It's choices. Some are choosing, they've got lots of karma to work through and other shit still. And this is why it's all out there. You see, it's fun. Don't focus on it. You know what I mean? I don't even resonate anymore. You've cleaned up enough now that I don't resonate with any of it. I don't watch it at all. I have no clue what's going on in the world. Absolutely none. And it's fantastic because it doesn't matter because it's my projection. You see? So the only world, immediate, what you experience, there's no world out there in the first place. You can't see it. Do you see the whole world? You look out your window, you're going to see your immediate, ooh, beautiful full moon actually. I've got the moon right at my window. Beautiful, bright, bright, shiny moon staring right at me. The immediate is what you are manifesting around you. When you walk out the door, there's no door. You look behind you, it's not there. As you go, you're manifesting it instantly. You're creating the world and everywhere you go. You see? You don't see the whole world right now, do you? Look around you. Do you see the whole world? No. That's it. When you close your eyes, poof, it all disappears again. Exactly. It's not there. So I don't resonate with any of it, not at all, because you realize it's all just a Maya projection. So why would I want to watch other people throwing stones at their own shadows? You've worked through your shadow. You realize what they're doing. It's just a projection. It's just fear. They're just projecting and throwing stones at an illusion, at a film, at their own projection. So why would you have any interest in watching it? You know, you're just waiting for them. Just wait. And then if not, they're going to disappear. They will move off. You're going to carry on going up with the new earth, and they will just stay down there. They will stay with that old version of earth until they shift themselves. That's all. So there's no need to watch anything outside except for whatever reflection you need to work on. If something's in your reality and it's not positive, pay attention to it. It's got nothing to do with them. It's got to do with you. If it's ugly, you're thinking, oh shit, is this the world I want to see? No, oh, didn't to do with them. It's got to do with you. If it's ugly, you're thinking, oh shit, is this the world I want to see? No, oh, your belief is what you're being shown. That's all it is. Okay. So much love to my beautiful family. Beautiful. It's just one big family. We are one. Thank you for co-creating this with me. Yeah. Thank you for this beautiful co-creation. And I'm wishing you so much love. Because that's all that exists. That's what you are. All right. Clean up your distortions and you will not experience anything but bliss and love as the gurus do. Okay. Lots of love, people. Bye.